Hey guys, what's going on? Hope y'all are taking care. Just wanted to make this video real quick to talk about something that was on my mind. Um, just for the last few days, um, which tonight is actually the start of that winter storm here in Texas. It's going to be freezing starting tomorrow, maybe through Tuesday at most. It's not that big of a deal, but everybody was raiding the grocery stores and made sure to do mine on Wednesday, but it didn't make much of a difference because people were still packed there, which was which was funny down here because it's not even that big of a deal to my knowledge. And I just wanted to talk about something regarding the way the world is right now. The reason why movies are the way they are, the reason why everything seems to suck in a very corporate and plastic kind of way. Um, and we all kind of know that things aren't where they're supposed to be for one reason or the other. Not even money, but just culture itself. There is no culture right now. It's like just this dead zone where people are hooked on nostalgia, and so are and also the corporations are doing the same thing. It's why, um, and the reason for that is because it's safe, which is a kind of leads into what I wanted to talk about here, which was starting with one simple question of whether or not the world would finally admit that they are okay of doing whatever it takes to make money. Not caring about morals or legacy, just about whether you are making bank, you have money, and whether or not that's winning by our standards. And a lot of people have subconsciously said yes, thinking that it doesn't matter what you do or what you do to get it, as long as you have money. Well, then I guess that's a winner. And it really, social media has really fed into that. People get attention by any means, and it teaches children to do the same, about not caring about morals, or anything of honor, respect, or foundation. It's just about what's the craziest thing you can do to get views. And it really started during COVID. I think it's really warped a lot of people's minds, and it's getting worse. But then at the same time, there's a lot of virtue signaling, but it's also deceptive because it's not virtue signaling for actually doing the right thing. It's because it's the easiest thing to crowd around. It's the easiest thing to get people riled up about. And that's what a lot of streamers do. It's what a lot of drama channels do. It's just talking about the latest controversial thing, not because they actually care, but because they know it's going to get them views. And it's created this kind of, there's this whole talk about how every single day a person has a kind of vibrational energy where the things they want in life, they feel and embody. If you are a miserable, negative person, that's probably what your life is going to be like. You're not going to see someone miserable and then come upon success. It just doesn't make sense. If you have someone who's happy and motivated and knows they're going to be this person, more than likely they're going to get there. If they never give up, if they decide they're unstoppable. And there is kind of this idea that we are creative beings. Every single day, we wake up and have something inside us that's like this echo of knowing what you want somewhere deep down. And it is suppressed by the world, this country, money, whatever it is. And mostly our jobs, because for the last, that's what I've been doing for the last 5 years, just working and trying to maintain my own life. I do everything alone. I don't have anybody to ask for help. I pay for everything myself. But at the same time, I want to do my channel, which is what I'm working toward. I'm just building. I'm building a lot of things for the channel before I really get started. Just kind of making sure that everything's good to go, so I don't need to think about it. And kind of taking my sweet time, because you crunch for time. Because you work from 8 to 5, and people say, "Oh, try to crunch like those 30 minutes to an hour to do this," which is true. I can definitely find it in myself to do that, but it feels good to spend hours focusing on something when you can embody what you want to do and not have to be bothered by work or anything else. So it's been hard. I've been trying to work on really they say that if you really want to change your life, you have to realize that the only problem with the world is you. Any limits you put on yourself, any prison, any notion is because you are doing it to yourself. You are subconsciously deciding to put limits on yourself. And even in a sense, realism is a cap you put on yourself about saying, oh no, we can't do that because of this. But it's like, but who says so? Who knows if you can actually do it or not? Only you can know. And there's things and dreams and desires and gifts that each of us have that are unique. There's things that you can't even explain to people, but you know what you want to do and how to do it. You're just trying to find a way to bring it into the world. And it just keeps occurring to me that, in a sense, cell phones and and social media, which is going to sound like the old man in me. Things have changed so much now but what I'm just about to say is very, very true. I feel that cell phones were intentionally designed the way they are to siphon all of that energy away, to leave people dead inside, all of their potential and emotional investment stripped away every single day. Like basically a drug you take that numbs you, and you don't know what to feel. You don't know what to think. You don't know what you know. Even though somewhere deep down inside of you, that person is still there, but it has been effectively numbed and for some people killed. That person wasn't there anymore. And Robin Williams even said that you must find your own voice, because the longer you wait to do so, there's more of a chance you'll never find it at all. So it is a war of who you want to be and who you truly want to be versus the world. It is saying you're going to let the world get you down, or you are going to make the decision in your mind and your heart that you can do this no matter what. You will be unstoppable. Even if it takes years, even if you can only spend 20 minutes doing something for your goals every single day, at least it's a step toward that direction of what you want to do. And I can't tell you what you want to do because only you know what your dreams are and what you can do well. And the issue is that it takes a very strong will. It takes a very, very strong desire that kind of trumps any kind of addiction or anything that draws you this way because of flashing lights or colors. It's something that is deep inside you that says, I want this. Or not even that. They say the trick is, because wanting is saying you're still here, but go over there. You say, I am this. I am this person. I am everything I need. And you're telling your mind you are this person, and it starts to tell the mind that, okay, so if I'm supposed to be this, why am I here? So it starts to guide you that direction. Knowing what you can accomplish, knowing what you want to do with your life. And that's that is what a lot of people do not have. They can get there, but it takes will. It takes desire. And a lot of people choose not to do so. Some people are happy with their jobs, and that's fine. But people wonder why the world is so dead right now, why everything seems to be destroyed and ran over by every single corporation and basically torn apart to shreds, just trying to find any kind of profit. That's all they see now is the creative desire, the creative power within us has been numbed, and you see it in the world, and it will not get better until we decide to do something about it. And that's not meaning like fighting or things like that. I mean realizing that cell phones are stripping away the person that you could really be. And you can't really blame the world if you have let yourself go a certain direction when you could have made every single decision every day to change your life. And that's a hard thing to stomach for some people. They refuse that and say, no, it's my parents, it's this and that, it's money, it's this economy, it's the government. But there are seasons that make our journey intrinsic. It doesn't matter what's going on around us. If you have a desire inside you, it takes just a small bit of faith and belief in miracles for your life that can say, you know what, things may seem this way, but there are things that I see that I know are there, but I just need to bring it into the light. Life can look completely different but we choose to accept what's in front of us and thinking this is it. And that's where you cap yourself. You're the one telling yourself that there is no chance for you. No one else. You are saying that. And if you think about that, it's completely true, because you think, who's the one saying that I am oppressed? Who's the one saying this and that? It's you. You're the one saying that to yourself. There's no one to stop you if you want to go do something. Life is really just a bunch of people waking up and having no idea what the hell we're doing. And you know what? If you want to do something with your life, you better damn well do it, because you know what? Time is ticking. And same for me. I wake up every day now with this kind of fire in me. Almost angry if anybody prevents me from taking those steps. And a lot of people are just numb and don't understand. They think that if their time isn't worth anything, then they think that yours must not be either. They don't see what you see. And it's this fight of a bunch of average, normal, lame people who want to drag you down with them. But you have to make a decision that, you know what, I'm going to be a freaking rock star. I'm going to, not for the money, but what it makes of you to get it. And that's something that a lot of people miss. I think that's something sorry, I'm stuttering. A lot of people have said that, saying that it's never about the money. If somebody becomes famous very fast and they never developed the maturity to have a foundation, then they're only looking at themselves. And you won't have much of a legacy or foundation anyways. And you'll be through in just a few years. Because there's nothing deeper inside you that wants to change the world. That is outcome independent. Somebody who says, it doesn't matter what the world is, I'm going to make my own. And we're going to do something great. Something that wants to make this world a better place. And that's why cartoons and movies and stories and books used to be so good back then, because that's what it was. There was no social media to entertain you. You sat there and you let your thoughts and who you are embody who you are. So they sat down and would write these things, and with no idea what anybody else is thinking, they just know what they see in front of them, like a vision, saying, I see this and I want to write this down and tell you a story about this beautiful thing. And people are capable of wonderful things, but it takes a depth of thought and kind of emotional processing to really reach the epiphanies, the revelations that you're looking for. And that is the main key, is emotional processing, of understanding what you've been through each day and kind of thinking about it and thinking about where it places you in the world and who you want to be and how closer you are to your goals. And that is what we don't have anymore. So you have a bunch of people that are just completely numb. They don't feel anything. They get thrown the new stream, like some new show on Netflix or some kind of video on YouTube, and they just watch it without any thought of what this could do for them, of where it places them in the world. It's just you're either living or you're dying. You're either winning or you're losing. And I only sense death. It's like, it's just death. There is nothing here if you are dead. Like, if there's nothing inside you that has this fire to do something. And that is why this world is the way that it is right now. Like, it's why it's so lame. It's why comic books, it's why nerd stuff, video games, movies, it's all just lame, because it's a bunch of people like vultures stripping apart what was already made by inspired people and trying to make money from it. And nostalgia is very good, but what it should do is become a message that those people carry to you to say, now it's your turn. And that's what this world needs right now. It's people who can actually embody the principles we were taught since we were children, and the inspirations we see from people long past, and knowing that they want to tell us something to carry with us so that we can tell it to our children. And that is what true creativity embodies, is when you're trying to tell a message to the world that goes deeper than yourself. It is the collective whole of saying that we're going to do something that will make the world a better place. And That's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy conclusion to come to. But it's only up to you to know what that looks like. And it takes a focused mind, and it takes work too. I've been trying to work on myself and really looking at the old me like some kind of child that has been misbehaving for the longest time, and now consciously saying like, no, stop. I am successful. I am happy. I can do this. I can do anything. And finally believing in yourself and realizing you had everything in front of you your entire life to change your world, and you just looked at it and was too afraid to take it. You were afraid to be happy. And realizing that you just didn't believe in yourself, but you had everything, you have everything there in front of you right now to do something. It makes you realize that the world was never lacking. It's yourself. You are the one who has decided that the world isn't the way that you want it to be, but you can make it that way. You can make the world the way that you want. It just takes a decision and believing that you have something that nobody else has. But that's really all that I had to say for this video. My goal this year is going to be like from beginning to end. Like by the end of this year, I plan to be in the middle between 500,000 to 1 million followers. And I have a plan to do that. I'm just getting ready to do it because once this begins, I have to do it every single day. And mixing your job and then trying to make every second count to make sure you eat and take care of yourself, and dealing with roommates and this and that. It's just, life is getting started. It's just getting started. We're going to change everything. This year is going to be much different, and it's going to be good. I feel like everybody's telling each other that they're scared, but don't believe that. The world's what you make of it, and don't believe that this is the status quo. Believe that you can do something great, and do it. There's nothing to stop you. You are bound by nothing, and it only takes your own decision to change everything. But thank you so much for listening, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I will see y'all later. Y'all take care. See ya.